Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned in to the Wrestling Podcast live from backstage at All In 808s and Chest Shots. I am your host, joined as always by Nick. Nick, say what's up to the people. Okay.
Free Orange Cassidy.
All right. Miss Andrea, say what's up to the people.
Good evening.
And we got a special guest, my dog, all the way from somehow back in West 10, my man Biggs from the BTSC podcast, man. Say what's up to the people, Biggs.
What's good, good people? What's good? What's good?
You know, Biggs pops in when it's special edition shows. Biggs is a wrestling fan as well. So he gonna pop in when it's time to talk about something. We're not gonna treat this like a normal show. Normally, if you've been listening to us for a while, you know we are a bi-weekly show, right? But when so much goes down in the wrestling world, like it has been, pardon me, it has been on the past 72 hours or a week, depending on who you ask, I kind of got to pop in, man. So let's just get started. You know how to follow the show, 808 Chest Shots on Instagram and the Facebook. You know the Twitter is 808 Chest Shots. You know, we're growing the brand of YouTube. Tap into the YouTube, follow the YouTube, subscribe, comment, tell the people you love about the wrestling podcast you love, man. That's how we need it so we can grow this thing. But any hoozle, let's talk about it. As we were recording, what was perceived or was supposed to be a bombshell coming out of AEW, the Young Bucks finally released footage of backstage last August at All In, the encounter, if you will, of CM Punk and Jungle Boy. What's his name? Jungle Boy Jack
Perry, Jungle Boy.
Yeah, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. This was the much hype, much ballyhooed footage, especially after Punk's interview last week on Mania Week. Who has seen the video in this panel? Nick, you seen it?
I haven't.
Big,
I have not seen it
have
yet.
not seen it. Okay, so shortly thereafter, Punk's interview, AEW goes on a media tour saying, or the Young Bucks actually go on a media tour saying they are going to release the footage of what happened. They hype it up for this Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite. And of course, as a good wrestling journalist as we are, we want to know what's going on, right? So we tapped in right before recording. Right before we record on this, it aired live on AEW Dynamite. And to say it was a letdown, with all the things that have been let down when it comes to beef in the world the last few hours, looking at you, J. Cole, it was definitely a Dreamville Fest type of response when that footage came out. Nick, you actually saw it live. What do you think? Let the people know about it.
Free Orange Cassidy, bro. Free him.
That has nothing to do with it, but it does have something to do with it, I guess.
It does have something to do with this. Because I'm just saying, the build up from what happened, from what was told to us in the last couple of months, that it was like CM Punk came with a whole bunch of anger, ready to fight. That's basically what it made it look like.
Yeah.
That's what we were told. And he just kindly just walks up to him. They having to talking back and forth. I don't know what was said because there's no audio.
Yeah.
And there's no camera that's near it so you can hear what they were saying. So they got into it. They talked back and forth. Then next thing you know, somebody gets pushed and CM Punk very much has been. I mean, I think
Perry was pushed.
Perry pushed him.
Yeah. Punk. So Punk is definitely the aggressor here. Let's just be honest.
Right.
Whatever was said sent Punk over the edge. And Punk never denied that though. So releasing this footage does not, to me, do anything to discredit CM Punk's interview because he never denied that after he told Tony Khan, you need to fix this or I'm going to fix it. And Tony Khan allowed him to fix it. And boom, there you go.
Boom, dynamite.
Boom goes the dynamite. And Nick, I didn't mean to cut you off, but if you watch, when you guys watch it and you hear how it was hyped up, I guess the Bucks really had no choice but to turn this into like a way to boost their match they got coming up at AEW Dynasty against FTR, because they're spinning it as they are the EVPs, executive vice presidents of the company, which they are, right? Executive vice president of the company, and they're spinning it kayfabe wise as the reason why they lost their match at All In last year is because they were too busy worried about what happened backstage with CM Punk. So they lost the match they referred to as the match against FTR. So what say you guys about this? I'm done. Andrew, what you
I'm
got?
gonna let all y'all go first. I don't.
I don't have nothing.
Boo. We
That's
want a
tough,
real
man.
storyline. Boo. Tomato, tomato, tomato.
I give them credit. You guys know how I am against with Tony Khan. It's like me. I want to be his friend and tell him he's messing up his business. But this is one of those ones where I think, like, I get it. You have footage, so you hype it up, and your ratings have dropped consistently every single week for the past, I don't know, 6 months. Almost.
Since then,
Yeah,
It's been a while.
It's been a while, and they're dropping. Like, it used to be, they hovered around the 800,000 mark. Now they're going down below 750,000 people. So with that type of slippage, for lack of a better word, you gotta do something, right? You gotta do something. So I understand, true indeed, I really do. I just feel like, you're looking desperate now. So
they are.
I hope, I really do hope that somehow this becomes more interesting. Nick giving it a thumbs down. I do hope this becomes more interesting some type of way. But we're not gonna waste our whole show talking about that crap. We're gonna move on to what was really good. WrestleMania happened. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
So let me just say this.
Go ahead.
AEW up until that point was doing well, and they dropped the ball by letting their biggest star, like after Cody Rhodes left, they had nothing but CM Punk. I mean, yeah, you got Samoa
Yes.
Joes, you got FTR.
For the casual, yeah.
For the casual. And for AEW, I'm a casual.
That's real.
And they just let you fired CM Punk and got an illegal bout with him over Jack Perry?
More than
Jungle
Jack Perry.
Boy?
More than Jack Perry. It was Jack Perry. So basically what happened, the same reason Cody left. Tony Khan has executive vice presidents that are the Young Bucks, and Tony Khan works closely with them. So if you're cool and ain't good with them, you're good. But
so Cody wasn't an EVP?
Cody had stepped away from that.
Okay.
Cody wasn't banging with the Bucks.
So basically, Tony Khan got this company that his dad is bankrolling, and he fucking it up because he ain't got real wrestling people running the show.
There's no checks and balances. When there's a company that big, right? There has to be checks and balances. There has to be somebody you report to, and you have people around you or a board that can vote on certain things. But if the board is all the same people, and there's nobody there to, I feel like I'm talking about
politics. It's WCW 2000.
But it's just weird, bro. Like it's really weird, and to lose your three biggest stars, you lose Cody,
right?
You lose Punk, and you lose Jade. And if you don't get it together, you're gonna lose MJF. And if you lose MJF, fold the shit up. And that's just the bottom line.
It's a wrap.
Poor Edge is wrestling for his life every week, and it just looks crazy. Edge is in a death match every week, jumping off of stuff. He's no. Anywho, that's enough AEW talk. Let's get to the good stuff. WrestleMania happened. 2-night event. All the rappers were there. Wale Mania, Meek Mill, did Dreams and Nightmares. Lil Wayne was there. Great show,
West Side Gun, as always.
Don't forget about my dog. West Side Gun was front row, as always.
All
of that. The Philadelphia Eagles offensive line was there. Man, this was a good show. I'll start with you, Andrew. Like, night one. What was your takeaway from night one? Just night one.
Let me look. My pick for night one. What am I talking about? Gunther. Like outside of the main event, I'm sure we'll talk about main events later on, but my pick for the night was Sammy versus Gunther. I'm like, as a fan of Gunther, I'll be straight up, Gunther's my fave. You never want to see your fave lose.
Yeah.
But you do want to see him move on.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's time for the big one. I think he should go after Cody. That's just me, but like, let me. I'm moving too fast.
No. That's a good pick. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I definitely think he should go for the big one, the real big one. He should go after Cody. Like, let it
Definitely.
give it a couple weeks, give it some time. But actually, you know what? Maybe not even. Like, whenever it's time for Cody to lose it, it should be Gunther. Or maybe, I don't know. There's just so much more that Gunther could be doing right now.
Yeah. I think Gunther's a very good pick for Cody's first rival, but he's not losing it to Gunther. Unfortunately,
I just said it.
I'm
that's
with
my
you.
fave. I want to see him. I want to see him do everything.
It ain't his
I
time.
want him to.
It ain't his
I
time.
want him to, but I don't. I have an idea who he's losing it to, and y'all not gonna be happy about that. But anyway, Biggs, what do you think about night one, brother?
Night one was A1.
Okay.
I mean, like you say, the stars, bro. Like, Lil Baby was there, and they ain't even mention his name.
They did not
Like,
mention his name.
like Lil Baby was right there with Drewski. Like, that's how you know it was plenty of stars. Like, Lil Baby is right behind the announce table, and nobody says his name.
Nobody.
But just man,
does that also speak to Lil Baby done cooled off a lot in the world?
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's a whole. We not a rap show, but Lil Baby done cooled off a lot. Like
a whole lot.
Yeah,
that's
tough.
2 years he done cooled off a whole lot.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough.
But I mean, like Andrea said, besides the main event, like, which was awesome, the women's match, man, Ripley and the man Becky Lynch, that was a great match. That was a great match. I enjoyed seeing Awesome Truth win. I enjoyed seeing that. I did. I'm glad my guy got his WrestleMania moment. He deserves. He's a Hall of Famer.
Before that, he was a Hall of Famer.
Before that, he was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And for him not to have his just due as a legit champion, not the 24/7 or hardcore, whatever that was they had him doing. This is a great moment for him. Like he deserved that. So I can respect night one was damn near better than night two, but with all the pomp and circumstance surrounding the end of night two, I guess. But yeah, night one was A1.
What you got, Nick?
All right. First of all, free Orange Cassidy.
Hey, I got to know why you keep saying that. Like,
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's WrestleMania time. All right. Gunther, Sami Zayn, the theatrics, what made that match very damn good. Him turning back into this old roots, seeing him with the turnbuckle, brain buster to finish it. Yeah, that was poetic and it's right because he never used it in WWE, so that was good to see.
Yeah.
I want Gunther to go after Cody because that's the biggest. I think that right there, that match will be excellent at a Survivor Series or a Royal Rumble. It could be a Mania match if they build it up right. That could be a good match.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley started to show off, and that was hard to follow after that. They were going at it. If they gave them a little more time, that would have been the best match of the night. The Usos let me down.
You could tell they were, for them to be brothers, they looked like they did not know each other. Like that was
they've been tag team partners for that long.
Yeah.
That match needed some type of a stipulation or something. It should have been like Extreme Rules and a steel cage.
Something.
Weapons. It needed something.
Fight. Something.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. They got to keep this going.
I feel like they waited too long to give us that because their rivalry, the Uso rivalry, had cooled off to the point where you know what I'm saying? Like that could have been almost like at one point. Jay versus Uso could have been almost a main event style match if you know what I'm saying, if it was done at the right time. So I agree with that. Go ahead.
Right. I agree. All right, Bianca, Jay, Naomi, they needed more time as well. Again, another women's match that came up short because they didn't have no more time. So we can talk about that.
That's the shortest match of the night.
Exactly. 3 black women get the shortest time. All right. Anywho, let's see. Andrade can still go. We already know that. That's automatic. And Rock and Roman, Cody, and Seth. Them stare downs were unnecessary. That took too much time. That match, it made it too long for me. And at one point, I was like, man, this match going on for too long. Rock got there huffing and puffing like he about to blow the house down.
Don't do Rock like that, man.
Hey man,
Don't do
I will
Rock
not
like
allow
that.
any slander to that main event.
Look, I'm not slandering him. I'm just saying he was like me sometimes. You know, I understand it, Rock. Me and you homies, we understand breathing kind of heavy. I understand you, bro, but you out there heavy night. So
that's tough.
I think night 1 was good, but I like night 2 more than I like night 1. So good night to start it off, though.
Yeah. Biggs, you got something to say? My bad. Go ahead.
I already got it.
Night 1 for me was, you guys covered all the other matches. I'll just talk about the main event. So, first of all, The Rock's entrance, that was fire. That was fire. Yeah. And I've said this on Twitter. I've said this in real life to the homies who want to listen. Whoever came up with the final boss deserves a pay raise. Like whoever came up with that right there deserves a pay raise, because that is Hollywood Hogan-esque. Like that type of turn and just call yourself that, because it says so much to the storyline, and we'll talk about that more on night 2. But for Rock to pin Cody, that was crazy. I just knew Seth was taking that L. Like it just made sense for Seth to be the one to get pinned. But for Rock to pin Cody, nah.
I have an opinion on that after you finish.
I didn't see that. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So my initial theory was that Rock was going to turn on the Bloodline on night 2 because of him taking the inadvertent spear. I was like, this is the moment that The Rock can go to and be like, you almost cost us the match, but I saved us. And I won the match for us. Now, him pinning Cody, of course, now the rumors are WrestleMania 41, him and Cody, but I don't want to see that.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time from now. But I'm curious to know what he handed him. Was it a 3-5? But we'll get to that later.
Not a 3.5. Oh my god! All right.
We'll get to that later.
Oh my god.
We'll get to that later.
Night two. Let's just move on to night 2. Yeah, night 2. Because we talked about Cody took the pin night 1. That was surprising, but to me that was a great. It put a cap on night 1. That was a great match. Rock showed that with you give him a Rock style match, he's not doing no flippity flopping. Not gonna be high paced. He's gonna take his time, but Rock can still do that match at 51 years old. Night 2, 51. I'll get mine out the way real quick. I'll talk about the other matches. WrestleMania, WWE, it wasn't all perfect. WrestleMania is not the night to premiere new music. I'm just gonna say that.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
It's not the night to premiere new music. We don't need Bayley's new music. We don't need new AJ Styles music. We just don't. Like I didn't know who the hell was coming out when AJ Styles walked out there. Like, bro, that's not the music I'm used to. We don't need that. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre though. Who knew that CM Punk and Drew McIntyre was the rivalry we all wanted? Like,
yeah, we need that.
Who knew that? Like, that's the one. Shut up, Nick. That's the one. I saw you about to start. That's the one that is going to make so much money by SummerSlam, because by that time, Drew, because I believe Drew lost the match on Raw to be the number 1 contender.
Yep.
So by the time Punk is back fully, Drew's full focus would be on Punk, and they would have a great match at SummerSlam. So I'll let you guys talk about the rest of it. Andrew, you got it.
You said SummerSlam? When is
I-
Clash at the Castle?
Couple of weeks, ain't it?
That's a couple of weeks, I thought, because they're doing. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's
Backlash is May 4th.
Is that that's in France, right?
That's in France.
Yeah, so yep.
Clash of the Castle is in
It's
Scotland. Clash of the Castle.
Let's see. Yeah, because Clash at the Castle is gonna be in Scotland on June 15th.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
SummerSlam is typically in August.
Yeah, SummerSlam's August 3rd. That's Saturday.
Huh. Okay, well, I have a prediction. I don't know if I should. Yeah, might as well get it out the way. Maybe Drew wins the title at Scotland, and then SummerSlam is
Punk and Drew.
Yeah. Could work.
Give him his moment. Let him build up
Yeah.
to Drew and give him his moment in Scotland. Because didn't he beat Roman last year or something like that? But it was like disqualification, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
They forgot to pull the plug or something like that. I remember watching last year thinking like we weren't supposed to see this, but I forget what exactly happened last year. Like,
yeah, something did happen.
Because he was in the ring longer than he would have in the feed stayed on. But actually, neither here nor there.
right.
Go ahead, Andrew. Yeah.
Right, so thoughts on night 2.
Yeah.
Damian Priest, number 1, subverted my expectations. I thought what I would have preferred was at the end of the night, he gives Cody a crying and confetti moment. But, him cashing in on Drew makes perfect sense. Everything went off. Like, it was perfect the way it happened.
Yeah.
So I can't complain about that. I did enjoy that. Snoop Dogg on commentary. We need to have that
forever.
all the time.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I love that.
All the time. We need Snoop
that Yogi Bear bit he did when they went and grabbed them tables. Oh my God.
We need
them
Snoop
picnic tables, cuz.
Yeah.
But it's a family reunion table. He's
Let me
hilarious.
get some of that green, Bobby. Oh man, I love that.
He's hilarious. Keep him all the time. All right. One of my favorite moments of the night happened during the triple threat for the U.S. title when Randy Orton kicked the piss out of IShow Speed. He kicked him so hard the cap flew off the bottle of the costume.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. I love that. Like I like when wrestling can get campy and ridiculous like that.
Yeah. And Logan Paul's a natural though, right? Like he's a natural. Like he's good.
He's undeniable.
He's really good at this. I mean to cut you off, but he's good at this. Go ahead.
Fine.
Yeah.
He'll be world champion in the next 2 years.
I hope not. I would love to see him lose, but I can admit, like he's good. He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
And then Bayley versus Io Sky. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I understand with everything that has gone on with the Bloodline storylines and all for the second year in a row. I understand it's all like they're all main event level, but Bayley versus Io definitely should have main evented. I really hope
it was a great match.
In 2025, the women's Royal Rumble winners, they get a legitimate main event. They need to start that's really I guess that's my only second complaint about WrestleMania is probably the Usos and then the fact that the women's Royal Rumble winner has never really gotten there. I won't say never, but for the last 3 years, they have not gotten their main event spot.
Yeah.
Triple H done fixed everything else. Fix that.
Yeah, he's writing all the wrongs right now. Like he's definitely writing all the wrongs. Shout out to him. Biggs, what you got me now?
Man, look, night 2. Like I'm glad Adrian said Snoop because I called one of my friends because I didn't catch the whole first half of night 2.
Okay.
I had to rewatch it, and I was rewatching it on Monday. I was like, bro, Snoop on commentary is everything I didn't know I needed.
Yeah.
But that, of course, the main event, like, who had The Undertaker coming out? Like, John Cena, I kind of expected.
Hold off on that. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Hold off on Undertaker. Yeah.
But the main event was great. I'm not a Cody fan. Let me just say that I'm not a. I
You said that before. Yeah.
You're not a
his.
hater.
I'm
You're just
not.
not a fan.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just say
You
this.
indifferent.
Watching him, the story itself, I rock with. Like I'm happy for him to do something that his dad couldn't do because they just had Dusty out there bogus and polka dot draws. I just never understood that. But
It's Vince. That's Vince though.
yeah, the
That's
Vince was bogus
yeah,
when it
Vince.
came to WCW, NWA guys. So
Yeah.
except for Ric Flair, because Ric Flair was undeniable.
Yeah.
But I just man, there's his style. Like he's predictable in the ring. It gets kind of old, but you know that's how most of the top guys are. But
Yeah.
moving right along, night 2 was good. I can appreciate what Seth Rollins did, you know, with Drew McIntyre. I thought that was a hard hitting match. You know what I'm saying? I thought everything about it was well put together. It was funny because me and my guys were texting the night before, the morning of, saying, "Hey, Damian Priest gonna cash in his Money in the Bank tonight. We just don't know who it's gonna be on." And when that happened, I was happy because it kind of made sense right after they lost the titles. It's like it's the Judgment Day. Like somebody got to have another belt. Like it ain't just gonna be Ripley. So that was good, man. Night 2 was predictable up until the end. And it was another match. Oh no, what did you? The I Show Speed, man. Look, I don't know what happened, but when Randy Orton put what did he do? RKO him or something on the table and it didn't break.
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't break. Yeah.
He
I
did
said,
both
bro,
of
that
them.
was on. Yeah, that was on purpose, man. I think they were trying to teach him a lesson. I said, this felt kind of racist because this black dude in this prime bottle and the table don't break. I know he must have said something about wrestling or something, and the wrong person heard him and put him in that spot. But other than that, man, like Nick said, free Orange Cassidy, man.
Nick, let's talk about the main event, brother. Go ahead.
You want to the main event now? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think, the main event was longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be at least 30 minutes. It was 33 minutes, 28 seconds for what I was told. It had this point where it was like, okay, cool, they're going to go at it. And then, the foolishness started to happen. And that's what makes wrestling great because everybody had a good time on the timeline when they saw the people coming down.
Yeah.
And it was refreshing. I didn't hate it. You know what I mean? I liked it. It was quintessential early 2000s wrestling. The championship about to happen. We're going to have all the big names come down, and we're going to have some fun at the end, and then we're going to make our new winner. So I wasn't mad at it at all. It was a very enjoyable final match to end it all up.
I truly thought did y'all notice all titles changed hands on night 2?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when leading up to it, I was like, there's no way that Roman loses this. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't have every title change hands on the night.
No, Logan Paul retained.
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
Paul
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot Logan Paul did
Yeah,
retain.
my bad.
So that debunks that. But
I wish he
leading
was
up to
right,
it,
but
yeah. But that was my way of I was literally justified in my head, he's gonna win this. All right, let me tell you what I was doing. So I'm watching wrestling on the TV with Dreamville Fest on the iPad because I just knew J. Cole was about to do something crazy at Dreamville Fest, right? So
he did.
that wasn't crazy, I thought. So the main event starts and Nicki Minaj finishes her set as they're doing the montage for the main event. So I'm like, oh damn, it's about to be on at the same time. So it's like, all right. So turn the volume up. Cole's rap. I said, I don't need to hear all the Cole songs. So I'm cool. Time coincides together as all the craziness is happening. Cole, right as the match ends and Cody wins and everybody's crying, Cole says, I want to tell a story. I'm like, oh man, this is perfect. So it
Everything
literally
lined up.
It lined up perfectly to where I could turn Mania down, turn turn the iPad up and turn Dreamville Fest up and watch that whole debacle. But again, it's at a rap show. But anyway, so back to the main event. Undertaker, Biggs, you said that. I don't think that was supposed to be Undertaker. I think that was supposed to be Stone Cold. I don't know what happened. Huh?
I said, what you think happened?
I don't know. I have no clue. But there's nothing. Every rumor leading up said Cena's coming out, Stone Cold's coming out. Even if you go back and watch Rock beat Cody with the belt and smeared his blood on his face, the two faces on the truck outside is Stone Cold and Cena. Nothing about Undertaker. So I don't know what happened, but on top of everything, this picture, I know we all love Taker. So the gong hits, that everybody reacts. But picture the glass breaking in Stone Cold.
Bro, the glass breaking.
The roof would have flew off
Philly
that.
earthquake.
Jeez.
You talk about a pop.
Philly
That's
earthquake.
a pop. That's a
literal
pop,
earthquake. Because you have the 5 biggest stars of the past 30 years in the ring. You got Cena, you got Rock, you got Stone Cold, you got Roman. No matter what you say, Roman has carried an entire era with this belt, and you got the new guy, you got Cody. So you got everything you could think of
right there.
Right there. All they missing is the dude who said the N-word, and we don't really talk about him. And that's old Hollywood. But you know what I'm saying? Only thing missing is Hollywood. But you got everybody else. So all in all, man, I think it was a pretty decent match. I love the ending. Did you all catch the Seth Rollins thing?
Which one?
Andrew, did you catch the Seth Rollins, the meaning behind Seth Rollins, what he did?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you said Andrew, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. The what now?
The meaning, okay, when the Shield music hits.
Yes.
When that happened, did that make sense to you in real time?
In real time, no.
Okay.
But then, like, once Roman did what he did, then it made sense.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mind games,
Yeah.
that whole thing.
Okay. Same with me.
Because when you
I was like,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I was gonna say, when you think about it, like I said, in the moment, I even tweeted it like, oh my God, Seth is a dummy. Like, what did he think he was really about to do? But when you think about it, Seth is like, that's his whole thing. He's the architect. He plays mind games. So like, he just had this grueling match with Drew McIntyre. We know he being held together with super glue. So like, what was he really finna do? That's why he came down there in the outfit and in the music, because he knew it would set Roman off. He knew he would throw him off his game. So in the moment when it first happened, no, but like I said, once Roman did what he did, everything came together.
Yeah. Nick, what about you?
Like, oh.
I agree with Andrew, the same thing, but then I thought about it. He can't let go of the past.
That's what did it.
Yes.
And that's the problem. And when him doing that distracted him long enough, and then guess what?
Cody.
A L.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Sad.
I didn't catch it live. Well, I watched it live, of course, but I was like, why is it the Shield? And I'm like, it can't be Moxley, because he literally was just on AEW. I'm like,
that's what I was saying.
It can't be Moxley, right? Then I said, well, maybe it could. I mean, but whatever. Then I see Seth. I said, why is he doing that? And then when I saw the hair, because Seth had dyed his hair, he put the Shield outfit back on. And when Roman hit him with the chair, I said, dude, that's the same way Seth fell. I'm sorry, same way Roman fell 10 years ago when Seth turned on Roman Reigns. I said, dude, who's ever behind this? Give them money. Like,
bro, they cut up.
They are cooking. Like I joke with the homies who don't really watch wrestling a lot, right? I tell them, like, bro, like, this is the greatest piece of cinema for 3 years that you have ever seen. If you just take the story, take the wrestling out of it, you might not like wrestling. Just take the sheer story from the time Roman becomes tribal chief to last Sunday. That is some of the best stuff that you've ever seen. It ain't over. It ain't over. They had a couple times there where it was like, I don't know where they're going now. But if you take the highs of this, you take the NWO, because the NWO had a very high. But man, when he got bad, NWO got real bad. They got real bad. You look at the Mega Powers explode. That happened over the course of a year. That was great. You look at DX. You look at all these great storylines that have happened over time. This was 4 years, bro, and counting.
Part of it
That's
was done in
amazing.
the pandemic.
Hey, if we go tell the truth, I hate to say it because Roman had times when he couldn't be around and all that because of his leukemia. Pandemic was the best thing that happened to Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
He got to be a heel, and he got to be a heel with the crowd not being there. Because if you remember before that, it was Roman was a face, was a good guy, and people was turning. They was doing like they do Cena.
They was doing that Cena stuff,
and he couldn't get around it. He couldn't figure out how to control the crowd. But him being becoming the tribal chief during, I know Nick hates when I bring this up, but during the Thunderdome era, like he hates when I bring up the Thunderdome era. That was the best shit that happened. Because he got to develop his character. He got Paul Heyman on his side, and man, history was made.
And can we give Paul Heyman his flowers? Since he was just inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Great Hall of
Fame
speech. Great Hall of Fame.
He top 2. I can't say top manager ever. That's just I want to. I want to, but I won't. I'm gonna say top 2.
You're saying he's not one because you old enough to remember Bobby Heenan, but take the nostalgia glasses off and look at the run of Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Bobby ain't got that.
Bobby ain't got that. It's the longevity, in my opinion. It's the longevity. But
Bobby was cold, but he ain't that.
But he didn't have that. But yeah, you're right. He number one. He number one. I can respect. I fuck with Paul Lee. So
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love to talk wrestling, man. Before we get out of here, Nick, you want to tell us why it's free Watch Cast?
Because he's stuck at AEW with all the BS going on over there.
That's good reason.
So do you think he'd be decent somewhere else?
NXT.
Okay. Yeah.
He'd be a good fit.
Give him NXT. Give him NXT for a little bit, then move him up.
No. He got to stay at NXT.
My boy said, hold on. He got to stay.
Now his gimmick fits perfectly with NXT.
It does.
It does.
He don't gotta stay there forever. He don't have to be there for like 7-8 years like some other people. But no, let him stay there for like a year or two, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's it. And then move him up.
Man, he gonna be stuck in obscurity on that main roster. Man.
Yeah, main roster might not work. He might get relegated to comedy there. But NXT, he would be a star there.
Yeah. That crowd would love him at NXT.
Yeah, it would, but I'm just saying, just give him a year, then work into the main roster and go from there. But you got to make sure when you introduce him, it's not the regular way they would do it. You got to do it the way that it goes to Orange Cassidy.
You got to do vignettes for him.
No. You just got to have him chilling for no reason in the back.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't just wrestle. You can't just bring him up and have him
set up.
You got to have him on there. You got to have him just there chilling.
Okay.
Just be in the background somewhere and just walk up on people. Don't say nothing and keep it going. Yeah. Like, who is this? Why is he here?
All right, before we go, Andrew, you got something to say for the people?
Find something to enjoy. We're all here together talking about wrestling because we enjoy it.
Yeah.
You should find that for yourself as well.
I like that.
That's it. Big, what you got, big dog?
Man, fail forward. I tweeted this a couple hours ago. Fail forward.
Okay.
Keep trying. If you're failing, fail better.
I got y'all philosopher hats on this evening. I like it. I dig it. I got nothing that deep. But if you got the time on Disney Plus, X-Men 97.
I've been hearing good things. I'm gonna binge it.
Cooking.
Heard
Say
episode
something.
5
Say
was the
something.
best.
Say something.
It is
Exactly.
cooking. The last episode made me mad.
Yeah. Don't ruin it.
Hey, me going through it.
Nah. The last episode was rough.
It's rough.
But
I'm gonna start watching it tomorrow.
it has no business being on Disney Plus, being an X-Men cartoon, being that good. It has no business being that good. And I'll just
Say
leave it at that.
less.
For a cartoon based off something that came out in the 90s, 97, I guess, and it has no reason being this. Like, I'm pissed that I can't watch every episode. Like, you know how you binge, like Netflix drop a whole season, you get to binge it. Like, I'm pissed I gotta wait.
Now I'm gonna wait because they probably only doing 10 episodes.
They do it one a week. They drop 2 the first week and then like 1 every week. So you
I'm
gotta
gonna just wait.
Yeah. But nah, it's fire. Check that out. Yeah, man, you know, apparently Drake's dropping a diss record here pretty soon. Kendrick's gonna drop a diss record. Cole, you know, shout out to Cole.
Take it on the chin, man. I'm gonna take it on the chin, you know what I'm saying? However you do, you know, I'm just take it on the chin. Light skinned nigga stuff, man.
You know what was funny about it? Even Andrea was tweeting about this shit. Like,
hey, you know it's real.
I watched it like, yeah, you know you messed up. Like, even the women, even the all understanding women folk of the country is turned on you right now, big dog. You ruined that.
You tripping.
Because my thing is I could admit I feel a little harshly about it. Because he done been taking shots for years. You done been boasting and bragging for years. Years. Yeah. And then somebody takes shots, you take shots back, and then it's just like, you know what, never mind. I kind of feel like had he got a better response, like this is where I say I feel like I'm being harsh. I feel like if he got a better response, he maybe wouldn't have apologized. But then at the same time, like I do understand what he's saying. Like, you know what, I'm too, like, this is not what I want to do right now. Like, but at the same time, it's just like, why even poke the bear? Mm-hmm. You know, that's something else I want to say. Think about the consequences of your actions. Because now look at you.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're not a music podcast, but I agree, Andrea. And all I'm going to say is this, and I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Jeff, I'm letting it go. Deep. Andrew, I'm letting it go. Like, it was a good record, man.
No, it wasn't. No.
That was a good record, bro. He, like, the response, I don't know why he got a bad response. I liked it. Like, I was just listening to it today, and he said he was taking it down off streaming platform.
I'm going to let you
and
finish.
He hadn't taken it down.
I'm going to tell you why it was a bad record. Go ahead.
Why? I'm done.
Cole can't say Kendrick's catalog has flaws or it's boring. Cole can't say that because Cole was known for making boring music. There was literally a tweet that would pop up every time he put something out by that young lady who's she's a news anchor. She tweeted, "It's Friday. Ain't nobody trying to hit on J. Cole." Like, she said that. And that tweet popped up every time he released an album. Because he might have a little song here and there. People like, but normally his album's like, bro, what are we listening to? Like,
yeah, I'm not a J. Cole fan like that
anyway. I think that's the part, to me, as a competitive person, I think that's the part that hurt him the most, was that, bro, people, because he thought he had a line with that talk about To Pimp a Butterfly. Although I love To Pimp a Butterfly, but I understand that for everybody. It's not for everybody, right? But for Cole, when he to have that back on him, like, well, yeah, wait a minute, Cole, let's talk about your albums. To hear that was like, y'all don't fool me like that. I can't do this. And that put him in another spot. But all right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to this special edition of the 808s and Chair Shots podcast. Biggs, thanks for tuning in, Big Dog. We're joining us, Big Dog. You got to pop in more often, man. You know what I'm
saying? I do. I'm back. Yeah, I'm look. So I guess I can say this on here. I'm gonna start me a wrestling pod this summer, so y'all got to come on when I get right. You know what I'm saying? I've been itching. Because, you know, I'm a student of the game. You know, I'm a student of the game, so I just want to talk about some old shit and kick shit with my people.
Nah, most definitely, brother. We'll be there. You know, we'll tap in no matter what, man. We always there. We just build a community. That's all we're trying to do, big dog.
That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, man, like I said, man, like us, subscribe to us on YouTube, comment, you know, on the YouTube shorts. The comments on YouTube shorts been a little spicy. Calm down over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be all right. Nick had to get at one of y'all, I think, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, chill out, man. We just pied, bro. You remember that, Nick?
I
Like,
gotta go
yeah.
look at him now. I gotta
Yeah,
go
and he was
look
like,
at him.
damn, brother, like, what's up with that? But anyway, so anywho, we
Oh,
welcome
man.
it all. We put the content out there. We enjoy the conversation. So thank y'all for listening, man. We'll be back next week with our normal show, man. We are out.
Peace.
Bye.